Well, looks like it's starting. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is all fit and healthy on this somewhat rainy Wednesday evening here in Durban. It looks like the cold's going to hit. So, how's it, everybody? How is everybody today? Justin, Donovan, other Justin, Gerrit, Zandre, Bram, Ruan, Adib. How's it, guys? How you, man? Oh, some fun and exciting things tonight. I've been a bear with a sore head. I was almost not getting any sleep, waiting for my babies to arrive. Only one of my babies have arrived so far, or let me rephrase it, our babies, because it's not only me, it's Hugo as well. Yeah, so we've been waiting for these our babies to arrive, and the one has arrived, the other one is about to arrive, and I can't wait for that. So for those who don't know, Vape has a brand, Steam Masters, our wholesale company, has a brand called Hard Hitters Alliance. You would have seen there's two juices in it. Rogue, it's caramel tobacco, and then there's Duchess, which is a fruit drink or fruit concoction that's in there. We have bought out a mechanical mod, a pipe style copper mod. So we decided for Vape Con this year, let's go all out. And it's been quite a nervous thing to do, because it's been, you've got to put your name behind something, and is it going to work, is it not going to work, etc. But it has worked, folk, or one of them has worked. The other one, I think, is going to knock the socks off this one, which I'm going to show you now. But so I've been so excited to get this. Some of you guys would have seen me hold. Where's the panel for it? Where's my panel? Where's my panel gone? Don't tell me I've lost my panel. Where's my panel? Where's my panel? Some of you guys would have got sneak peeks. This was the what I've been vaping on for the last month or two. Was the what do you want to call it? I don't know what the right word is. The demo, the prototype, the Squonker, and obviously ironing out a couple of small little issues, and then finally have got a working model. It's not exactly how it comes, because I've added panels onto it. We've got aftermarket panels already as well. But dun-dun-dun-dun, there she is. You can see the HHA logo is embossed into the side. I'm going to show you a close-up photo of it now. But door pops out, magnetized. That's not the bottle that will come with it. We're waiting for our bottles to arrive. It takes a 2700 battery. That's the baby. But let me run through some specs for you, so that you can understand what this is about. I've always, you will see over the last probably 7 or 8 months, I've always said that Squonkers are going to come back in a big way, because it's probably one of the purer forms of vaping. When I noticed in the American trends and the European trends moving towards Squonkers, I said to Hugo, and Hugo said to me, "Come, let's do a Squonker." So it was a little bit nervous thing to do, to tackle a mod. The mechanical mod was fairly easy, but this is a lot different, because there's a lot more moving parts and a lot more things that you've got to worry about. But let me run through it. So let me just slap a photograph up here. Okay, sorry, that's not the right bottle there, but this is there's my son doing some boxing today outside. I said, "Hey, hold the mod, because it is a hard hitter." And those who have seen my son, he's a big boy and he hits very hard. So I just took a snapshot of that quickly. But that's what the inner workings look like. It's a totally mechanical mod. So there's no onboard computer management system in it. It's sheer power. So you've got to obviously be somebody who can build. But while that's up on the board there, let me run through some of the specs, and then I'll go through and answer some questions and stuff like that. Obviously, it's called the HHA, which stands for Hard Hitters Alliance. It's a mechanical squonker. For those who don't know what a squonker is, it's a dripper with a reservoir which you squonk on the bottle. You push the bottle in and it sends juice up onto your coils. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. The dimensions of it, it's 27 millimeters wide. It was designed for a 24 millimeter 25 millimeter RDAs. Obviously you need a bottom fed RDA, but it's 27 millimeters wide. It's 84 millimeters in height and 51 millimeters wide. It is 3D printed. Okay, so just for those people who are going to purchase them, who have ever dealt with 3D, 3D is not always 100% perfect. So you know, if you are one of those excessively OCD type of people, where this might not be the mod for you. It is built, it is made so well. There is such little imperfections in it, and you can't get away from imperfections in 3D printing. But the job that these guys have done on this mod, doing it for us, I've yet to see a 3D printed mod that actually looks better than it. So if you've ever owned a 3D printed mod, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, you'll be shocked when you actually look at it. It is coated with an alumide coating. Alumide is basically a paint that's got a aluminum built into it for strength. Okay, so that does add a little bit of extra weight to it, and it has got a coarse. I don't know what the fuck right word is there. A coarse texture to it. So it's got a, if you can look in that photograph, it's got a texture to it, which is, it's lovely because it doesn't feel like it's going to slip or anything in your hands. Really, really, really nice. The weight without the battery, now you'll see where 3D printing comes in, weighs only 70 grams. Okay, so that's just over a packet of chips, 1.5 packets of chips. That's how heavy it weighs without the battery. The weight with the battery, and obviously remember this is not a normal 18650 battery, this is a 2700 battery, so it's a lot bigger battery, which you can see in this photograph that I'm going to put up there now. On the right hand side is where the battery goes. It fills that entire chamber, okay, and it takes a 2700 battery. The 2700 battery will obviously give you a longer lifespan, and is rated higher on with amps. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it from the mod perspective on what it's about. You know, what we've done is the mod comes in this color. Okay, the entire mod with the door comes in that color. There are aftermarket, if you want. There are aftermarket panels, and the panel is really just the door and the button. There's a lovely grey color, and then there's this red color with the button, and it's so easy to pop out. If you look on the inside there, over here, there's a copper panel that runs down the whole way, which closes your circuit off. Okay, you just remove that panel, the button will just pop out, put your new button in obviously from the inside, pop the copper panel back inside, and A for away, change the door cover. We do carry spares for all of it, so we have got spares, being copper panels, more bottles and stuff like that. The unit itself will come with a bottle. We will have batteries on sale as well, 2700 batteries on sale if they get through customs, that is, because there's been a big issue with customs, but we're working on that. But yes folks, that is, I don't know if we're the first people to ever release a squonker in South Africa, a proudly South African squonker. If we are, yep, if we're not, this is in the market today. So yeah, we will have them at Vape Con. For those that are Durban based, you will be able to buy them in the shop on the day of Vape Con. Yeah, so that's cool guys. So if you are interested in squonking, have a look at this. I can promise you right now, you won't be mistaken. And she hits like a beast. So I'll show you how she hits like a beast. Just hold on. And I thought tonight I'll finally get to have a tank, seeing as Hugo stole the whole bottle that we got given as a sample. So Ian and the guys, thank you very much, and the Hardwick's crowd and Milk Cow crowd. I've got some World in there tonight. It was a collaboration between Milk and Hardwick's. So thank you very much for sending me the bottle. So I'm in seventh heaven. I got a cup of coffee. I got a strawberry biscuit, or what I can't remember what that was called. What was it? Jolly Jammer type of biscuit. And I've got my red and black mod. So yeah, thanks guys for the juice. Yeah, let me just check some questions. Oh, by the way, I've got a set of coil company coils in here. Thank you very much, Rion, for supplying the coils for my RDA. Let me just check some questions. Kurt, Donovan, yeah, yes, all of a sudden a whole lot of questions are up. Oh shit, what's going on here now? Yeah, it does look like a suede finish. It's because of the Lumide painting. It's got actually, like, as far as I know, aluminum flakes in it that give you this lovely texture. I don't think it's going to suit everybody from a texture perspective. If you're tactile sensitive, it might irritate you, but in the hand, it just feels so comfortable. Thank you, Mr. Hieo. How's it, John? Yeah, look, guys, I've had a lot of people ask me, can I get them ahead of Vape Con? I have promised 2 people that I would allow them to get the mod. Well, it's actually 3 people that I would allow to get the mod before Vape Con. So please don't ask. I'm going to say no. Those 3 people, I had inputs towards the mod. That's the reason why I've allowed them to get one early. But they will be available at Vape Con. For those that are not going to Vape Con, they will be available in our store. There is a limited number, folks. Okay, we don't know quite how it's going to take off in South Africa. I think it's going to rock people's world when they eventually get to play and feel with them. So there is a limited number. We'll probably have around about 80 at Vape Con, and that's all we've got, folks. Well, there's some more in the shop, but that's all. There's 100 in total. So once the 100 are gone, they're gone. Hello, here we are. Brent. Oh, this juice is good. Brings back childhood memories. Yeah, it brings back definitely some childhood memories. Shiraz, we can't give a price just yet because we're still awaiting the bottles for it and the packaging. They're coming from separate places, so we just got to do our final costing. But it'll be under 2,000 rand. I can promise you that it'll be under 2,000 rand. Yeah. Listen, Musong, listen to Uncle Craig here. Where Uncle Craig knows lots of things that other people don't know, and that I don't say that being obnoxious or rude or whatever. And you'll more than likely have seen Hugo advertising. We've got Anchor Squonker mods as well. Obviously, they are quite pricey. For those who know what Anchor mods are, they're classified as I think they are classified as high-end squonkers. So they also will be available at VapeCon. Yeah. Luke, you don't measure a squonker in watts. There's no onboard computer management. It's basically Ohm's law and whatever coils you build. Yeah, Kurt, they will be available, and I can guarantee you now, well, based on the amount of telephone calls that I've got today and the amount of messages that I've got, they're not going to last long at VapeCon. So, you know, yeah, we'll talk VapeCon a little bit later, but Tonight I've also got some prizes to give away. I'll get you some more questions in Anna. Kindly donated by Smok. I'm in a really generous mood tonight, so I'm giving away 2 prizes tonight, 2 random draws. Smok have kindly donated a T-Priv, okay, kit. It's a yellow one, which I'll be giving away to one lucky viewer. And for those of you might or might not have seen this juice, Yoga e-liquids. Came across this. We just hold on, my wife. Can you believe it? She knows I'm in a. She knows I'm in a live feed. Okay. Yoga e-liquids. Okay. It's a vanilla almond milkshake. Really, 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 really good juice. If you see this, pick yourself up a bottle. But that's what's going to be one prize tonight. And for those that have been watching us, our survey page, just hold on, let me answer it, my wife, just hold on. Yeah, hello. For those who've been watching the Facebook page, we're launching a new juice at Vape Con, and there will be a special on it, and that is Shake That Booty because bubbles matter. Okay, it's a bubblegum milkshake. It does not normally come in 100ml bottles. It normally comes in 60ml bottles, but for Vape Con, we're doing 100ml bottles for you guys at a really good price, $250 for a 100ml bottle. Normal price is $380. And I'm giving a sub-ohm t-shirt away, extra large. That'll be another prize together. So yeah, that's the prizes that I've got going to give away tonight, and it's going to be random draw, folks. Random draw. Let me put that one side. Yeah, I only got 30ml. Yeah, well, you go. I can always take some of my juice because I'm keeping it in my bag now, because he flattened this juice in a day. He flattened a 30ml bottle in a day. Yeah, so I've got a 100ml bottle, which I'll have to decant. Is it more than 100 mils? I think this is bigger than a 100ml bottle. No, I think it's a 100ml bottle. Yeah. The RDA that I've got on here is a Serpent 22 millimeter bottom fed. It's called the Serpent BF. But what will be going on this is my my second baby that I'm hoping will get you before Vape Con, which is an RDA. And obviously I won't allude to that until I've got it in my hands, because I don't want to make anybody upset if we don't get them before Vape Con. But if they're at Vape Con, I will do a live feed before Vape Con starts, so you can see it before the Vape Con actually starts. But that's what I've got on here. Stefan, all I can say is the pricing on the mechanical mod will be under 2,000 Rand. We're just still waiting for the bottles to arrive and the cost of the packaging and stuff like that. But it will be under 2,000 Rand. I can't tell you the exact price because we haven't got the final pricing as yet. Hugo, I've got a 100ml bottle because I'm special. I'm a big guy, you're a small guy. Small guys get 30ml bottles, big guys get 100ml bottles. Evening, Brent. Hey, Franco. No, I didn't put it down the wife. She didn't answer it. Just guys, if you can excuse me for 2 seconds, I just need to go and check that everything is still safe and sound in the house. Just please excuse me. I'm just going to turn the mic off. I would not normally do this, but when she phones twice, there could be a problem. Just hold on. Now everybody's safe and sound. It was a little emergency where I had my wife had friends here, and one of them knocked over my intercom pole, reversing. If there's any women watching, close your ears. Women can't reverse for shit. But yeah, okay. Let's see this. More questions. Linden, no, it doesn't have a button locking mechanism. We could have put one in. You know, the people that I know are going to buy these mods are people that are fastidious type of people, and that they would be quite careful with it. I would have loved to put a mechanism in, but we were going for size, and the size of it depicted whether I could put a locking mechanism in or not, and I couldn't. So no, there is no locking mechanism, but we tried 3 different gauges of copper to close this copper strip here that closes off your circuit, and we eventually settled on a 0.5 millimeter thickness, purely because it gave you enough resistance to, if you can't just sort of push it, it's not soft, you actually got to physically push the button. So that was part of the reason why we didn't put a locking mechanism in. A Frankie was gone for 17k. What the fuck? I would never pay that for that. Sorry. Yeah, guys, if you're going to ask for the price of the mod, I can't give you the price. Yes, all I can tell you, it's under 2,000 Rand. That's all I can tell you at the moment. I'm missing questions there now. Missing questions. No, Kurt, we don't do 1999. We don't do that. It's round numbers, eh? 120 ml bottle. Okay, sorry, 120 ml bottle. So Hugo, I'll give you 30. It leaves me 90. The RDA will not be in copper. It is a stainless steel with obviously gold coated contacts and stuff like that. Yes, the RDA would be an HHA RDA, being a Hard Hitters Alliance RDA, and they are serial numbered, folks. So these do not have serial numbers, okay, but the RDAs are serial numbered. Okay, obviously there's specific numbers that will be taken out because those specific numbers belong to us, but yeah, there will be serial numbers on those. Justin, yes, it will be online. These will be online on our normal web page on the day of Vape Con. Zandre, the Pulse is in South Africa. They're just stuck in customs at the moment. As soon as they're out of customs, we'll have them. Shots fired. So I'm just trying to catch up on some questions here. Wife can't read something. Blonde always dies first. Yeah, I said under 2,000, so yeah, it can be between 1,000 and 2,000 Rand. Hugo, you try and put my wife in her place, and that eyebrow raises, and then you know you're in cuck, bro. There's only one person I cuck myself with, that's my wife. When she says jump, I ask her how. Chart, at this point we won't bring out the cost of having a RDA made it's ridiculous, and we've figured out that it is yeah, it is expensive because we've made it just for us. You know, it's not going to be. It'll be available, I think, for wholesale for guys who own vape shops. But it's hell of expensive to make a mod, to go through the prototyping and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks a little bit, that actually doesn't look like the box at all. It's more rounded and that. More rounded. It's a hell, you can't believe how light it is though. You know, with battery in, it's like 120 grams. It's ridiculously light, ridiculously light. The coils that I've got in here are a set of 2.5mm aliens. Blunt, no, it won't be coming as a combo unit. It will be sold as two separate units, because also, you know, the RDA that we're getting is both bottom fed, or you can choose to have be bottom fed or normal on top of a mech or a normal regulated device. Game Spree, Hazeworks is really low in stock because of Vape Con. We have been asking. I don't know when Scream will be back in stock, to be honest with you. We're waiting on him. You reckon it's getting long enough? Hey, put some barking plats in here. Hey, who knows? I might come to Vape Con with barking. I need to have a shave first. I need to have a haircut. My hair's too long. I'm looking all scraggly. Don't have time to go for haircuts, but I'll have a nice shave and I'll look presentable when I come to Vape Con. Just on that note on Vape Con, guys, we don't have a really massive stand. That doesn't warrant us having a massive stand, so we are going to be a little bit congested. I know we're going to be busy. The offer's still up, you know, if you want to chat, but just obviously it's depending on how busy we are. We will be there until late in the evening, so you know, if you want to hang around and have a chat afterwards, or if I'm not busy or Hugo's not busy, we're more than happy to chat, folks. We want to meet all of you guys. How's it, Rian? We want to meet all you guys, so please come up, say hello. Just, we've got one rule, okay? If you see myself or Hugo and we don't have a cup of coffee near us, okay, Hugo has medium strength coffee with no sugar. I have Murstrong coffee, Buddha coffee, with 1.5 sugars, please. So, last year I needed coffee like 5 times during the day, and I was only able to get 1 cup of coffee because we were just so busy. So if you're really lovely people, bring me a cup of coffee and bring Hugo a cup of coffee, please. Thanks, Brent. A lot of work has been put in by Hugo and myself in regards to this, you know, designing and whatever. And we just hope everybody, well, Rian is the only person currently from Coil Company, is the only person currently that owns one, because he's messing around with it to make coils for our RDA when the RDA arrives as well. Kaiser Soze asks, Craig, will there only be 100 of your Squonkers no more made after this batch? It really all comes down to whether it's accepted in the community or not, you know. Marion has got one, as I said, and you know, he might, if he's still watching, he might give his opinion on it here. If there's a great demand for it, we'll get more printed. You know, yeah, we don't know if we'll do that or not. Hardest, before I owned a vape shop, Hardest says, you guys are making it hard on the budget. Wife is going to kill me after Vape Con. Hardest, before, let me just check the wife's not checking. No, she's not listening. Before I owned a vape shop and had some mods available to me, I had a very clever way of buying mods. I would take the wife shopping the day before and buy her some shoes. Doesn't have to be expensive stuff. Buy her some flowers and whatever, and then I'd go buy myself a mod. That's the easiest way to do it, but trust me, I've done it many times. What? I have got hair, Franco. No, it's not lots. I am bald, almost bald. I should maybe shave it all off. But I've got some hair. I've got more hair here than I've got on my top of my head. Yeah, without it, that's why I wear a cap. But I'm not scared to go and shave it all off. Yeah, Rian's very right there. You know, we let the mod speak for itself. You know, we don't have to create the hype about it. Those who know us know that we stand by our quality of goods, our service and stuff like that. But yeah, best thing is to actually come and have a look at it and then make up your own mind. Thank you, Mr. Hazeworks. Julian, I'm hoping so, but I'm hoping the paranormal's here before Vape Con, but I really am. Now, don't bring me a kettle, just bring me fucking coffee. That's all I need. Coffee, 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 coffee. And maybe a energy drink or something like that. Because your last, I think this is going to be even worse. Last Vape Con, yo, it was hard work. It was hard work. And if I shout at you, don't take offense to it. Last year I had to shout everybody to get into single line. If I shout at you, don't take offense and tell me I'm being a bully or I'm rude. It's just I don't do large crowds of people, and lots of people bombarding me. But yeah. Etienne, we got lots in the pipeline, my boy. We are constantly striving to be different to everybody else. I can give you some really good. Our shop is looking, oh man, fuck. When you're booking your holidays, obviously after the end of September. So if you're booking October holidays or whatever, book for Durban because you have to come into the shop. It's going to be absolutely mind blowing. Justin says, how many taps on the shoulder to say hi without a cup of coffee will it take to pop the big guy to transform into the Hulk? Nah, I'm a gentle giant. My nickname at school was Casper. I was the friendly ghost. So yeah, and I'm a really friendly guy. Just when I get a little bit stressed, I don't do, and Hugo's the same. We don't do large groups of people. So yeah, I won't shout at you, I promise you. Azar, Hugo's on the VCT story. Yeah. Oh, I can't show you the name because that would be unfair. Well, you won't suppose you won't name. Here's my Vape Con juice, guys. Just remember that at Vape Con there will be a stand, and it's manned by the E6 SA people, where there will be, to stand to be corrected, but there are 10 established juice makers in a competition where there will be, it's blind tasting, where there will be 10 iJust devices with tanks and blind juices. Please take your time to go, and I'm not telling you the flavor profile because that's wrong, that's cheating, but please take the time to go taste those juices. The fellow mixers spend a lot of time getting juices ready for Vape Con for that specific competition. So don't forget to go and taste those juices and rate the best one. Oh, let me just check what's going on here. I'm getting people messaging me. Hey, can I get a Squonker early, please? Can I get a Squonker early, please? Yeah. So yeah. We have officially set a date. Hugo's just too busy to do at the moment to do this is for the opening of our shop. He's just too busy to do a banner at the moment for our Facebook page. But we will be opening the shop over the weekend of the 29th of September. So it's basically a month after Vape Con. Just gives us enough time to make sure everything's running smoothly for the shop. So If you're going to get down on that weekend, it's going to be a full weekend. We don't normally open on Sundays, but we're opening on Friday, we'll be opening on Saturday, and we'll be opening on Sunday, for you guys to come and chill and have some coffee and cake and whatever it is. Yeah, don't all come tap on my shoulder at once, eh? You need to vape or boeretros. I don't understand what boeretros coffee. Then you oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get a ZZ, when I have shave, I'm trying to get a ZZ top beard, you know, the one comes down here, all long and straight. My daughter and her friend says they still need to plait it, but yeah, I'm not quite there yet. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's give away. Some lucky guy's going to get a bottle before anybody else does. This is only launching at Vape Con. It's in the Because Bubbles Matter range. For those who know, it's all bubble gums. Okay, and sweets in the Because Bubbles Matter range. There's Urban Grape. There's the Ghetto Berry in that range. This is going in that range as well. This is a bubblegum milkshake. Okay, it normally comes in 60ml bottles, but we decided to spoil everybody at Vape Con. At Vape Con, they will be available in 100ml bottles. Normal selling price would be 380 Rand. We got them for 250 Rand, and it's while stocks last, guys. So yeah, add that to your shopping list. And then giving away a Sub-Ohm t-shirt as well. So let me open my randomizer. Where is my randomizer? Randomizer. Everybody ready? Just remember, it's what I see on my, oh, that's not what I see on my screen. I just want to clarify how many people are watching. We have got 64 people watching. Let me just check that I've got 64 people when I go and highlight everybody. Zandra is the last one, and let's put that in random.org. Make sure that there's 64 people, and yes, we've got 65 people. Can we just clarify? Yes, 65 people. 65 people, and let's go and randomize. Come on, randomize. And you won't believe it, the last person on the list wins it. Zandra Outram, you have won yourself a bottle of, well, let me just copy and paste this here so that you guys can see who has won it. Oopsie daisy, and paste. Zandra Outram, you have won yourself a 100ml bottle of 3mg Shake That Booty and a Sub-Ohm t-shirt. Please can you PM me on the Survape group, and I need the following. I need your full address including the postal code, as well as your cell phone number and full name, please. I'll get that out to you tomorrow. Congratulations. So that's one out. Let's check some questions. I'll just go and switch this off here. Oh. Oh, what came in the shop? We had a whole lot of new international juices coming to the shop these days, guys. Yeah, when myself and Hugo first started vaping many years ago, when we used to get hold of international juices, there were pretty much only two juices that myself and Hugo used to vape, and that was the Five Pawns and Suicide Bunny. So we decided for nostalgic purposes to go and get Suicide Bunny again. So we've got a whole lot of them in. We've got Sucker Punch in, we've got Derailed in, we've got, but we're only having them at Vape Con. We've got some more that we've got, which are the firm favorites in the Suicide Bunny, which will be launching at, which we'll have them at Vape Con for you to buy, which is, yeah, I can't remember which ones they are, but they're the more popular ones. Then we also got Jimmy the Juice Man in, and that was the Compound, and Sherb Foil, which is the Sherb Menthol. and then Sherb, and then from Vape Oranda we got ice cream and then one other one. Also, what's new in the shop, which you guys would have already seen, which is also one of our specials, we decided to let the specials run early, is the Asmodus Minigun Reborn 168 watts. The only difference is at the show, what we will be doing is that everybody, I think the first 30 people who buy a Reborn will get an Asmodus t-shirt. I think the value of that shirt's 180 Rand for free. So basically your mod's costing you less than 900 Rand at the end of the day. So yeah, and that's limited. I think we've got 30 or 40 t-shirts, I can't remember, and we're limiting that price on that to the first 200 customers. So the first 200 customers will get it at the 1,050 mark. Thereafter it will go up to normal price. So yeah, make sure if you're looking for a Reborn that you get to us quickly. Sure. Well, I've done a lot of talking tonight already. My God, some more coffee time. The juice, anything and everything that we take into Vape Con, folks. You know, last year we closed our shop because we just didn't have enough manpower to run our shop. Obviously we've expanded and grown since last year's Vape Con, so we do have more staff. So the shop will be open, and everything that we've got, well, not everything, 80% of the stuff that we've got at Vape Con will be available in the shop at the same price as Vape Con. So for those people in Durban that can't make it to Vape Con, you go into the shop, you'll be able to get the stuff at the same price. Okay, but obviously it's also limited to numbers, so with the juices, etc. So once it's gone, unfortunately. But yeah, they will be available in the shop. So my suggestion is that if you're wanting the juices at a special price, and you're wanting those the other things that we've got on special at a special price, you need to get to the shop before early in the morning, so that you know you can secure yourself a bottle of juice, etc. Ben Numbness. There's Numbness right there. We're going to crack these bottles. They're 18 milligram, by the way. We're going to crack these. These have been sealed with wax. That's the way we originally sold them. This was Sir Vape's first range. I'm missing, I don't know why I didn't keep them, but I'm missing 1, 3 and 4, but we've got 2 and 5. These are the first juices that we launched in South Africa. I can't even remember what the profiles were, to be honest with you, but they've been sealed in wax, never had air touch them, so they should still be good 4 years later. So these are 4 years steeped. So we're going to set up old school mods and crack these on the opening of the new shop. So if you want to come and partake in what Numbness was, yeah, pop into the shop. Yeah, it's going to be a nostalgic moment that year. Yeah, we might even get Numbness back, Ben. Enduro, if you message me tomorrow, I'll give you the email, the place where you can get those grub screws. Nafis, no, the mod won't take a 1865, unfortunately. It's designed for a 2700. Franco, I won't let you run the shop, my boy, because I'll have nothing left. You're an addict, just like me. Hey, Dreshen, did you see our mod, my boy? Check. You're going to have to get your buy one online and then get someone to take it to you. You can see this is not the bottle that will be in there, but because we're waiting for special bottles to arrive for it. But yeah, and it has got, I'll show you on the top, just wipe off if there's any leftover juice. that says play hard, vape hard on the top. Yeah. Mikhail, the new shop is in Durbanwood. Gerard, actually, have you got any Pro Tanks left from the old days, but I was actually trying to find somebody who's got some Pro Tanks. If so, that's homework for all of you watching. Anybody know where I can get some old Kangatech Pro Tanks or Aero 5s or Aero Tanks? I'd love 2 of them, please. Just find out if you can WhatsApp, because I want to pop these in there. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely epic. Evening, Annie. Zandra, yes, it only comes with 1 Squonk bottle, but we have got plenty spares. We've got plenty. We've got spare bottles. We've got spare bottles. We've got spare copper strips, spare screws, spare everything. We've bought in. We've got aftermarket panels that'll be available as well. So normally it just comes in that color, and then there's the red panel, there's a gray panel, and the red panel and gray panel comes with a red or a gray button as well, which you can change out. So you can do it the way you want to do it. John, if you've got Pro Tanks, please bring me 2, please. It's a spring-loaded 510, Kaiser. The 510 pin is spring-loaded. It's not adjustable. It's spring-loaded. I don't stealth vape. There's nothing stealthy about me. If you just look at my size or stand out in a crowd, there's nothing stealthy about me whatsoever. T-vapes. Yeah, nothing. Thanks, Johnny. Rock 2 EWODs. Yeah. Or should we break out the F16s? Cannot. Do you remember these, my boy? Where are they now? Do you remember that, Gerard? F16 tank. On a Vision spinner, bro. Yeah, but these guys don't know how lucky they've got it these days compared to when we first started vaping. This is when we started vaping, it was like sucking a pineapple through a freaking straw. Oh, I have got mouth to lung devices. I've got the bloody Cthulhu's. I've got Cthulhu's. I must take them out of stock. I've got Cthulhu's. Oh man, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Yeah, so those who are going to come partake in some numbness. We'll have a tank going, and you can taste what 18 milligram number 2 and number 5 tasted like. Yeah, just while I've got you everybody going, obviously thanks to Coil Company for sponsoring today, Smok and Milk. Well, Milk sponsored me. They gave me a big 125 millimeter, 120 ml bottle of juice. They sponsored me, so I thought I'd put them up there. Just getting to Vape Con, guys. I did touch on this last week. Vape Con is manic. For those of you who are going to Vape Con, it's your first time. You'll obviously notice that they're starting to give out the floor plans now on the E6 SA forum. So if you haven't seen it, go and look for the floor plan, folks. I'm just trying to give you some advice on how to do it. Obviously, this is not Survape. If you want to come buy stuff from Survape, that's cool, but it's a general thing. Try to get there as early as you possibly can. Last time we were there were people there evidently from 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in sleeping bags. So yeah, get there early. Have your route planned out very easy. So go for your number 1 item first, purely because that might be the same number 1 item for every single solitary person that's going. Just using that as an example. So plan your route out, find out where the people are, what specials they've got on. All the specials is on the E6 SA forum. Plot your route. Try to get your number 1 device, or whether it's a device or it's juice or it's whatever, try and get that first, okay? And then do your number. So actually categorize, prioritize what you want first and get there first. Get in the queue to make sure that you can secure your stuff. Get there early, make sure you're warmly dressed, folks. The weather up for the next week doesn't look good, so it's going to be cold, I think, based on what the weather report's saying. Make sure you're hydrated, okay? Get to the number one on your list first, okay? If it's juice, find the juice guy that you want. If it's a mod, find the mod person that you want, because the specials last year, okay, this year we've got a lot more specials, a lot more things, a lot more items, but last year I think we had 35 or 40 bundle deals. They were literally gone in under 5 minutes, okay, folks, and that was just us, and there were a couple of other, there was obviously a lot of other vendors there that had specials on. Our items went in the first 5 minutes. So get there early. Even if you put one person in the queue and you alternate in the car, and just tell everybody around you, but most of all, there's going to be 3 entry points. There's going to be 2 entry points that people that are ticket holders that have already got their tickets. So if you haven't got your ticket, make sure you get your tickets first. The 3rd entry point that's going to be slower is for people who have not got tickets. So that line is going to be slow. So rather try and buy your ticket beforehand if possible. I know they're available, I think, at Vape King. I stand to be corrected, but I think they're available at Vape Cartel as well. Make sure you got your ticket beforehand, because you don't want to be stuck in a queue having to pay. That's just going to waste your time. Get there early, and get to your number one on your list first. So get out a pen and paper when we finish. Go into the E6 SA forum. Obviously, keep on watching it, because there's not all the specials have been loaded, and they are, like us, will give away more specials than what we've just advertised. So just make sure that you prioritize what you need first, and hope to hell you get it first. Ah, sure. Oh, I'm actually so chuffed. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. And Chuck's a cloud with it. You know, Rion from Call Company, you know, he's not about, and he's right, the device must build its own hype up. But what I can say is that, and I think it's because of the battery, as well as the way we've laid out the copper paneling and stuff like that, to obviously close the circuits off when the switch is buttoned, and the thickness of the copper that we've used, this little thing hits like a beast. This battery I've been using for probably 2 hours, so it's obviously run down. It's probably around about 3.7 volts, but you can see she chucks a cloud. Yes, she does. Can we see the insides? I did have a picture. Well, let me find the picture again. That's what the insides look like. Maybe let me just go and put my whiteboard up. Just hold on. There's, you'll see there, that goes to your positive. Okay, so your positive is over here. Okay, and then this is the other piece of copper here, goes around, and that's your negative. Okay, your juice bottle sits over here. That will be your pipe, and then your bottle will fit in there, and your battery is going to fit in there. That's where your battery fits in, and that's where you squonk through. That's where you push the button through. That is a magnet over here, and that's a magnet there to hold it closed. These are magnets over here that attach to the back side of the battery, and they sit fast. So when you depress that, it pushes this button here onto the copper, which then closes the circuit over here, if that helps. Yeah, Vape Con's coming. It took us a couple of months. Nicole asked how long did it take you guys to develop your Squonker. It took a couple of months. I think we probably 4 months, maybe 5 months in the making. You know, from start to finish. Yeah. Mark, the Squonkers will be available on Vape Con, at Vape Con, so which is the 26th of August. They will be available online as well from our shop in Durban. Obviously you'll only get it on the Tuesday because of the shipping, but they'll be available at Vape Con. Yeah, I've got 2 Squonkers. I'm dripping on here. Hey, my whiteboard skills are coming on. Hey, smart, bro. Not a problem, Gerard. Evening, Troy, you're a bit late, bro. You must be from Durban. Mark, unfortunately, we're not doing pre-orders, but we just have so much work to do to be able to have that sorted out. Dresden, it'll be after VapeCon, but we just have so much work on our plates at the moment to think about doing anything other than VapeCon and the new shop. We just, yeah, it's been yeah. No Kiam, no pre-orders, but they're available at VapeCon or online on the day. They'll go live on our website on the Saturday morning. Rogue is the only juice that makes me buzz. Why? Might have the wrong nicotine strength. Have no idea. Okay, guys, it's almost time to end the thing. So the main prize tonight, everybody wants to win, so I'm going to do another random draw. Thank you to Smok for donating this T-Priv. It is a yellow one, which we're giving away tonight. It's the full kit. And I'm also giving away a bottle of almond milkshake from Yoga E-Liquids. Awesome juice this. Okay, let's do a randomizer. Troy, yes, they're available in store. Okay, how many people do we have watching? Let's see how many people. We have got 65 people watching. Let me go and participants. Come on, participants. Come on, why can't I get all the participants? There's a pain in the arse sometimes when you can't get all the bloody people that are... Aha, there, well, let me go and add all those people. Just want to double, 66 people watching at the moment. I'm going to put it in the randomizer. Okay, so this is for the T-Priv and the Yoga. Come on and hit. Oh. Mr. Callum Buckle. Oh, let me just go and like this. Oh, come on. Callum Buckle, you are a winner, man. Yeah. Let me just go and put it back so you guys can see the way I got it on the randomizer. These are the names as they appeared. First name is the winner. Mr. Callum Buckle, you have won yourself a T-Priv from Smok and a 30ml almond milkshake from Yoga E-Liquids. Please can you just PM me on the survey page with your full name and your address, including the postal code and your cell phone number, please. Congratulations on winning that. Thanks again once to Smok. Anti-Yoga e-liquids, and also Daniel from Ohms Raw. He's the one who gave us this to give away, so thank you very much, Daniel from Ohms Raw. Sure. Is he even still here? Yes, he's there. Callum is there. Congratulations, Callum, on winning. Okay, give me a couple more questions. I'm assuming that you heard. Just give me a thumbs up, Callum, if you heard the instructions on how to claim your prize. Time to have a vape and a sip. Cool, guys. Any questions for me? Any questions? Give me some questions. I'm going to give you exactly the grand total of 5 minutes, guys. I've got to get back into the laboratory. Brandon, no, we won't stock Nasty Juicer. Dresden, it'll be under 2,000, but we haven't got final costing yet because we still got to land. The bottles are still arriving tomorrow and the packaging. Yeah, you PM me on our Facebook page for the winners tonight, which is Andre and Callum. Please PM me on our Facebook page, on the Vape Facebook page. I need your full name, your full address, including postal code and cell phone number, please. How many bottles of juice do you go through in a week? Mr. Clean, that's not really a question that I can answer because I'm not the norm. I probably vape 50 mils of juice a day. So yeah, I would quite easily probably do 300 to 350 mils of juice in a week. Yeah. T-Vapes, I could not tell you where you'd be able to get another V-God deck, but it's very hard to get parts for those. Kashan, I think the doors open at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I stand to be corrected. The best bet is to go into the E6 SA forum and just check there. I think it's 8 or 9. I can't remember exactly. If you're talking about this, it has got some restriction to it, but we've designed it with restriction so you can't easily push it. So it does need a bit of pressure to push it. Okay, but we've designed it that way just to be a bit on the safe side. Ryan, the specials are on the E6 SA forum. You can go and look there. All the vendors have posted their specials. So maybe get a pen and paper out after this and go and write down all the specials that you're looking for. Make a note of where they are. The floor plans are up as well, so you can find out where they are based on the entrance. And put your running shoes on, folks. Put your running shoes on. It's a pleasure, Musong, but also again, sorry to hear about your grandmother. Really sorry to hear about your grandmother. When did you message me, Dreshan? Dude, I get... Yeah, my phone, I'll tell you now, WhatsApp messages. In my various groups, currently, I've got about 1,700 messages I haven't even got to yet. Or I don't read all of them because some of them are just garbage, but they're just like social groups, but and I get the same in emails. I get probably 300, 400, 500 emails a day. But yeah, sorry if I didn't, but message me again or message me privately. I think you've got my cell phone number, and then let me sort you out. Hundreds. Look, if the also just sorry, next week, Wednesday, I'm not going to be doing a live feed, folks. I'm just going to be balls to the wall getting stuff ready because we're leaving from Durban on Thursday. However, if and I'm really pleased, can all the vaping gods just please gather and hope that our just cross your fingers, do your toes, say a prayer, do a Hail Mary or whatever, that our dripper arrives before, because it is currently stuck in customs. That's freaking SARS. But if our RDA arrives in time on the Thursday night when we're in Joburg, I'm going to gather the Joburg guys and we'll do a live feed from the hotel in Joburg. So yeah, if that's all going, but I'll let you guys know. But there will not be a live feed on Wednesday night. I'll just be too busy, folks. Open Bob's and Sean's message. What the fuck's going on here? Okay, I'll read that now. Kurt, I'll give you that. I don't have them on my hand, but they are quality bottles. So just, yeah, I'll get that. But now I'm not going to do a live feed from Vape Con, but I'm just not going to have time. But I might do a live feed the day before, but not at Vape Con. I'm just going to be too busy. Okay, folks. It's been nice chatting with you guys. Thank you for taking the time to sit and chat and to have a look at our baby. Give you one last look at it. Okay. Yeah, if I don't speak to you again, I'll see you at VapeCon. Please come and say how's it, guys. And I know later on the evening it will quieten down. If you're prepared to stay and sit and chat, let's sit down in the social area later on in the evening and have a chat. We're not going anywhere in a hurry. So yeah, 100%. But okay, guys, good night. Sweet dreams, and I hope the rest of the week's lekker.